with Laura. Come and see hauls and reviews and unboxing with...
Hi favorites, welcome back to Favorites with Laura. Kind of did the curly look today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And what I do here is I show hauls, reviews, unboxings, and just give you a little taste of some things that maybe you haven't seen before or that you were looking at and just wanted to see how it is compared to what it looked like online. So welcome. I have seen a lot of new subscribers come through based on the last collab that we posted last weekend, and that it was the Spring Fling Madness with 9 other channels hosted by Tammy at Haulin' It with Mima and a lot of other lovely ladies on there. So go check that out. We'll do a drawing on the 19th, or announce on the 19th our winners for each channel. And then everyone who won on each channel will be put into another group that one person will win the grand prize of a $100 gift card, Visa gift card. So we're very happy to be able to do that and support those who support us on a regular basis, and we appreciate all the new subscribers. So with that said, let's get into this. This is a big Temu haul. Well, it's a Temu haul. And one thing I showed in that collab that I'm going to show again because I forgot, it was part of a sponsored collab by Temu, one item. So I'm going to roll that into here and show you what Temu did give me a little seeding money, and I'm going to show you some things. Now, I won't give prices because they change on a regular basis, but if you're a new app user of Temu and you download the app, or maybe you've been away for a while and took it off your phone or your other devices and you want to download it again and it's been over 2 weeks, you can take advantage of this discount code and all the goodies that come with it. It's $100 gift bundle still. Over, I think, 3 different coupons that you can use that add up to a $100 discount, and then 30% off on your first order placed. So the thing that I showed that is part of this collaboration with Temu, the sponsored part, the other items I purchased all myself because I've been shopping with Temu for a long time, and you can find almost anything there. You can compare prices. And even though prices have gone up comparatively speaking to when Temu first started, they are still very good. You can find some really good deals still, especially if you're looking for a gift. I have an order that's coming up that I'm going to show here. Haul it. It's going to be exciting to see because it's for the grad of 2026 that we have in our household. So I bought a bunch of stuff for that. But this was this twin set of necklaces, his and her necklaces, or his and his and her and hers, whatever you're looking at for them. But it comes like this. It's 2 pieces, and it's like a ring on each set. And these were very reasonably priced. And they're stainless steel, and together, when you hold them together, they make a heart here, and it looks like that. And then the little stone in the side is like a projector stone, they say. Let me put this down. They're really cool because when you look at it through the light, you can see the words, I love you, in 100 different languages. And the first one I see is the English one. That's pretty cool because I didn't know where that was. But it has it in 100 different languages, the phrase I love you. So it's a very cute couples necklace set, and I thought it was really sweet. So I did pick that from the sponsored haul that Temu sponsored me in, and I want to thank Temu for working with me again. It's been a long time, and you know, I really can't complain. So I have some other items I want to show you from that sponsored list. And I think it's right over here. I have several bags of stuff I want to share with you today. Now, where did I put the sponsored one? Right here. Okay. I might have mixed some of these things up. But I've been waiting to see what this is. Look at the box came like that. Not to worry. It's been packaged pretty good. And this is what they call a rechargeable upright fabric trimmer. Now, I had the one that's like a lot of people have. It kind of fits in the palm of your hand. And let me see. I have my scissors here somewhere. Aren't we always looking for those? Well, how's it going for you where you're at right now? I want to say hi to Donna Metcalf. I know she's having some struggles right now and recovering, and I'm thinking of you, Donna, and I hope that you have a speedy recovery and everything works out just fine. I know a lot of my viewers let me know what's going on, and I really appreciate that. So I think this came in several different colors. I got the this really pale green, and I thought it was really cute, and so it's a fabric shaver. So I kind of like the look of it. A lot of times these things are already charged, and I want to just see how easy this is to put back together after I just took it apart. So this top part is plastic, and I would say this is a harder plastic on top. There we go. Okay, it has a little USB cord. And
this is a Temu sweater.
but you can tell I like this sweater. I never hauled it, but I've been wearing it a lot. And I just wanted to use this because I knew this sweater had gotten some wear and tear on it and had some of those little fiber balls on it, you know, where it piles up. And you can make it look good again. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see. Yep, you can see the little, let me turn this off. But you can see the little shavings are in there. So it does get all the piles off. And I'm going to be doing that some more on the sweater. But it seems to work just fine. Really quick. Not too much noise, a little bit. But they all do that. And this was really reasonable. But I'll put all the links below. Because like I said, I don't want to mention prices anymore. Because they do change on a regular basis. And some of you will have that discount to use. So that's going to save you even more. And so, yeah, you're going to have a better deal than even I got sometimes. Okay. Next item up that I needed, and it is privacy phone screens. I was out. My last one I finally used up, and I know it's hard to believe because I bought these before. I wanted to see, and I have a different phone too since the last time I bought it, so I didn't have any replacements for my 14 plus. I'm still on a 14 plus. I need to get a new one. So it comes with all the wipes, 1 and 2. 1 and 2, you get 2 of them because there's 2 covers in here. So dry paper wipes and for each side of this, and you get, comes just like this, 2 of these. And the privacy ones that I really like, and I'm using my phone so I can't really show you how to put them on, but you wipe your phone down with one of these wipes, and then this has A and usually has a B side, but the A would be the side that you're going to put onto your phone. You peel that off first, place it on there, and it's got a privacy so that if you're sitting right next to me, you're not going to be able to see my screen unless you're dead straight onto it. So I really like that, and they come in these protective, dust-free pouches. So I'm going to put that back together until I can put that on my phone. So that'll be going on my phone. But not only does it give you privacy, it helps protect your screen from getting cracked if you drop it. So I have cracked these, but I have not cracked my screen. Thank goodness, because it's possible. I drop things all the time here. Let's see what else. There wasn't a whole lot to this, but I did pick out some different things, and I'm anxious to see what they look like. Okay, that's everything there. Oh, I did get some new hair ties, so I do wear my hair. I have my hair up in like a little pony. And I use that wand that is like tapered wand to curl my hair. My curls stay a lot longer when I use that. And I don't understand the difference. I use another curling iron, a traditional one at times, and the curl falls right out. But when I use the wand curler, these curls stay forever. And also the curls from the automatic turner wand that I showed before, that stays forever too. So I don't know what the difference is. So this is just a set of four different mixed color elastic ties. Now these are thicker than normal, and they seem to be on here pretty good. I've had some where they just like pop off really fast, but they're just like these resin colored pieces that I thought would look cute when I put it up here, or I put it back in a pony. And so it's just neutral colors, and I like that. So those would be fun. And those were really affordable too. Not even $2. but I'm not going to mention prices. And then, of course, I had to get a couple of things that I hadn't had before. Some jewelry spacers for making jewelry. And I got them mixed. So it has rose gold, silver, and gold in here. And they're little heart-shaped bead spacers. And you can just see those in there. And how many did I get in there? I get 50 pieces. And that, again, that was under $1. Then I got some more jump rings. This time I got a smaller 4mm. And these were super, super inexpensive. But I like the silver. I use them all the time. But I wanted some tinier ones because there's certain things I put together that I don't want a big ring. But sometimes I do like a big ring, like a 8 or a 10mm jump ring, because I use that as part of the aesthetics of the way I'm making the jewelry or the earring. Okay, then I saw these, and they're not Laneige, they're Manage. So I think they're a dupe for a name brand, Dark Coffee. They did have different colors. I got the Dark Coffee ones, and it's a set of 3. What do they call these? They call these just makeup brushes. And I think they did have them in different colors. That's not going to show me there. Okay. Well, these help with that kind of more liquid. So that you have this brush here. When you're using some liquid makeup, which I did put some on makeup today. I use that airbrush makeup from Temu that I love, actually. And this feels so thick and velvety. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So the brush I use for the air makeup that I bought from Temu a while back last year, this is like velvet. Yeah, this is a nice brush. There you go. There's that one. And then we have 2 more. I don't think they identify exactly. They did when I first picked them out. So you get the Kabuki makeup brush tools. This is the foundation one. There's 2 foundation ones and a Kabuki one. So I think this is the Kabuki one. And then this is another foundation brush here. And I'm telling you, these feel like the name brand. These are so nice. Oh, and it says right on here. So this one here was the curved foundation brush, that first one I showed you, which kind of had a kabuki feel to it, look to it. This is a mask brush, so more foundation brush. And again, very velvety, but this one's a lot thinner. So a little bit easier to guide on. And this one's a little longer. All of them feel very velvety. And this is another foundation brush. So you see these 3 different sizes and types for all your needs. And they're super nice. It's flat end on this side. See, it's got a flat, so your finger. I just like more control. That's it. Feels like you're going to have more control with that. Okay. So not unhappy about that. And everybody, that was a very reasonably priced, much lower than the name brand, similar look to these than these were. So these are much lower than the name brand would be. And you can't beat that. I mean, if it's something you like. Okay. So this is like a little set of stuff that I have so many beads to help decorate, and I don't think I've even shown all the beads on here that I have purchased to help decorate these. So this came with 12 sets. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So 12 of these. And what are these? Okay. These are, let me just get one open here. Here we go. I want to try to keep the bag because once I decorate it, I can put it back into the bag to give as a gift. Okay, so they clip onto your clothing or your uniform, and then they hold your badge. But you can decorate it with beads. So it's a beadable, what do they call it? They call this a beadable badge reel retractor. Yes, and nurses would love this. I would even put something right here if I could. And yeah, it actually says nurse office supplies, but we do badges where I work now too. So I'm going to make my one for myself to use for my work badge. So you get 12 of them in here, very reasonably priced. Again, all the links will be below, so you can take a look at those, click on those, and see what you like. And then, let's see, this is the last item in this little sponsored section. This is something, it's not available by this vendor anymore, but I have seen them on Temu before, so you probably find a similar item. And this is a foldable single little jewelry case, and it's so cute. It came in different colors, but I wanted the cream one, and it's really compact, so it will fit in your purse. And look at this. So you can put your little rings in here or some earrings, just very simple. And I think I saw somebody else haul something like this, and I saw that this was last year, and I had thought about it. And when I had this opportunity to pick some things that were within this little seating money, I decided to pick this out because I thought it was super cute. So it feels like a little velvet, like the inside of a jewelry box. So it's gonna not scratch your jewelry, and you can put your rings in there, earrings, whatever. Little necklaces can fit in there. And it's actually cute for a child too. So you can keep things a little separate, compact, and go on the go with it. If you're going over for a weekend and just want to have a couple pieces with you, it's super nice and keeps your jewelry nice. Okay, so that was the sponsored portion. So now we're going to move on to what I bought. If you can, click the links below, even if you're not in the market to purchase anything right now. It does help me with Temu, and yeah, it all helps. You just watching helps, liking. I want to find this order here because I guess I don't really need to, just because I know that I'm not going to tell prices anymore just because of that reason I gave earlier, but I have some fun stuff here to show you. Okay, well, let's start with this. Okay, so this was one of the first tumblers I bought from Temu a long time ago. And it's still, to this day, one of my favorites. It is a dupe. Now, I think I mentioned in the last video, my son had dropped his, and then I bought the hydro jug for him from Temu. Well, and that was mostly because he wanted a new one, and the cap had cracked. But I found this on Temu. It's a 5-pack, and did I get various colors? I thought I did get assorted, but they're all the same. I didn't realize that. Anyway, these are a little bit different than the ones that came with this, and we're going to try it out to make sure it fits. Okay. Now, what I liked about this one is you can put your straw in here, and it has a non-drip section, that silicone part, so your straw will stay tight in there, which this one did too. But this is the feature that I didn't have on the other one. And that is, you can, I think this goes down or up. Okay. So you can just drink out of it if you like and not use a straw. But when you click on this, you snap that down and it locks this into place. So there's no leakage. And we're going to try it on this Stanley dupe. Similar look. For a lot less. This one I got at a really good price back in the day. Oh my gosh, it fits perfect. Okay, so these fit these. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Now I have some different replaceable lids, because this one here, you go like this. I mean, these were nice lids, and oh, this one doesn't even have, yeah, it does. It has it right there. Okay. So you could drink out of it like that, or you can just turn it so you have that. This you don't have to turn. And you can tell that it's really close up to my straw, holding my straw in place. I love it. Okay, so that works. So now I have replacement lids for the ones that have cracked or gone through the dishwasher and kind of foggy now and not like really pretty again. So we have these, even though they're all the same color, I'm okay with that. And I don't know if you could have gotten it in other colors. So they do come in just black right now. All these are sold out. The ones that I bought, the same company does sell just the black ones that look just like my original, just like this. They don't look like the ones I just got. So I would put the link below, and from there you can search out and see if there's another vendor that would provide that. Now, this was funny because this originally was lost. Temu gave me a credit back without anything being asked. They were really good about that. And I saw Tammy at Hauling It with Nima have it. And so I bought it because I was like, oh yeah, I like that. And it says, spicy. It's a pullover crew neck sweatshirt. And I love the feel of it. It feels soft. It's a little fleece on the inside. It's a thinner one, but it feels like a really quality structured sweatshirt pullover. I got it really big. I don't think I'm that big anymore, but what size is this? This one is, yeah, this is a double X, which is like a 14. So I don't think, this is oversized, which will be very fun just to wear and be comfy in when it's still cold up here. We had some days that was hot and it was getting warm, and now it went back to being chilly. I don't know, guys. It just does that. Okay. So next we have this. And again, I'll put all the links below. So what is this? This came from a local warehouse. Oh, I did get it at like $1.90. It's now $16.02, and I know I wasn't going to tell prices, but I have to. So sometimes you can find those really good deals. Now, this was another thing that I've seen other people haul, but they had the cordless ones, and I've had that before, but I wanted a more heavy-dutier one, so I knew I didn't want the cordless one. We knew I was going to drop it, didn't we? Oh, this is a nice big one, too. So, in my house, we have the Black & Decker one, which has seen better days. The lids are all cracked, and this is basically a chopper. Okay, this almost feels like the KitchenAid brand. It is heavy duty. Oh my gosh, I got it at such a good price. Okay, so it has different. That's what just dropped. So it has different different ways to chop and shred. I think you can actually shred stuff, and you can crush ice with it. Okay, let's see. Let me guess. My kids will try to do that. I hope not. I don't want this to be used like this. Okay, so this is a high-speed grinder, chopper, everything. And so you get an O-ring here for the top. You get different blades. So this is if you're going to, let's see, chop some ice. Yeah, if you're going to do ice or beat some cream into whipped cream, you could use this for that. Has a little sticky pad, I guess, to mount to the base there. This would be what you would use for that. And then this, how does this go together? Oh, okay, so this goes on top. Back. And gone a second. What happened was there's another piece here. That's what needs to go on here, like that, and then this would fit on. There we go. Didn't even see that. It was so clear. I'm going to see how loud this is, so we're going to plug this in if I have it. Okay. And that would just whip it. So it works like that. I like that. I like this big. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so that's heavy duty. But primarily, I did not buy it to make whipped cream or to do anything like that. I bought it for the chopper. We are so used to using these choppers, like our little Black & Decker one. Good. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to put the blades in. And that's what I would use it primarily, to cut up veggies. There we go. This is super heavy duty. I would highly recommend this. I feel like it's got double the space of my little Black & Decker one that is cordless. But this one, is that one cordless? No, that one's not cordless either. This one has way more, it just seems more powerful. I don't have it plugged in right now. This just sits on there. It doesn't lock in place, but on your counter, yeah. And then it has this little sticky pad, which I would not be using, but outside of that, yeah, I'm happy. This is a great purchase, and I'm so glad I got one. We were so in need of it. Now I can get rid of that other one. And it came with this little spatula to scoop out the stuff. Another O-ring here. Put that there. My problem is keeping track of where all these little pieces are going to go. Okay? So let's put that in here. I feel like cooking now. I'll put this with that. Not really. That's my husband. He loves to cook. Oh, it's not. So it has the little feet. They're circles. So I will put that on each of these. I see now. See? So those round little things were to stick on here. It wasn't one square sticky pad. It had 4 little round pieces that are like little rubber feet on here, so it doesn't scratch your countertop. So that was good. I'm glad I saw that before I tossed it. And next we have now I bought one of these probably 2 years ago, and it came with the little charger. I don't think these come with the charger, but it works on the charger I have. So you would have to buy that separately, but we're going to find out. It is a smart ring. And the one I bought before, I could buy little like silicone covers for, which I have one. I didn't go overboard because it didn't really fit my finger. I did not upsize. These rings you had to upsize. So I did go with a very large, I think I went with a 10 just because I wanted it to go. And it says Apple iOS system above 10, so an Android 5.0 system. So it will work with either Android or Apple phones. And we're going to take a look at this. And they had different colors. And I'm just anxious. I just really hope it works because apparently I can use it to motion different things. And I'm going to try it here too. Hopefully it's charged. So far everything's always charged from Temu. And let's see what's in here. So I don't know what any of this is. What is that? Oh, that's funny. It came with like 2 little cable minders that look like somebody holding the peace sign up. Didn't expect that. You have your little USB cord that is a magnetic connection. So it does come with a charger, so you don't need to have that other ring charger. And then here is the ring itself. And I got the white with the gold tone to it, and it has little stones in there, white stones, and it's really pretty. And we're gonna see if we can, I can't pair with that. Oh, thank gosh, it does fit. Okay, so size up. I wear a 7 ring usually. It's a little bit big for that one, but I could wear it on this one maybe. So I think a 9 would have been hard to get over my knuckles, but I feel comfortable with this. Okay. They just really run very small. And so the way this charges is this has the USB cord, and there's little special proprietary unique charger for this. So you can't just use any charger. And there's a little piece right in here that it has to magnetically click to. And that's where it goes. And that's how it charges. You plug this in. And I should have... It should tell me how to oh, I can't plug that in right there. I don't have an opening. Okay, so we're going to keep this in the box. Not sure about that. And let's find the English portion to this. But it came in really pretty colors. I had a hard time trying to find, but you know what? I'm really happy with the white one. Isn't that pretty? It's really pretty. And it doesn't look like a smart ring from a distance. Up close, you're going to know it. Okay, so it does have, it says power on, please charge before using the first time. So I will do that. And then it takes about 60 minutes to charge is what it says. And then you have your app to scan the code here. So they have QR codes to scan and connect and download the app. And then there's a light in here. It says, so when it's charging, it should blink. There's a whole mess of sensors in there. So what is this supposed to do? This is supposed to, like, you can do a lot of different things with this. The vendor I bought this from, it was, it's not available right now, but there's other vendors having it available in multiple, like 10 different colors. And what it does is it's wearable, it tracks your steps, supports calorie monitoring, stress monitoring, even your cycle if you want to track that on here. It's waterproof, fitness ring compatible with the iPhone. You're supposed to be able to do like different motions, and it should work where you're trying to turn something on or off. It will track your sleep. It does so much, so I can't wait to fully test this out and come back with a review on this. But I am going to fully charge it, and I love that it only takes an hour to charge. They go up as, some of this one vendor goes up to size 13, so if you need a much larger size, that would work too. The other vendors seem to have the charging ring. This one had the cord, so I like that. Okay, and you're supposed to be able to direct, once you connect it with your phone, like I could be able to tell that, take a picture or something like that. So I like wearing it. It feels smooth. It doesn't feel scratchy or bulky or anything like that. I was afraid it might, just because it is a little thicker. And I like it. I like it. I think some wear it on this finger. I want to wear it on the one that I think it's going to fit better on my ring finger here. Okay, so that'll be exciting to test out. Do you guys have smart rings? Have you used them? Okay, the dogs are, somebody's walking in the house, so I'm sorry about that. Now, what's coming up in July? Well, a couple things, but I'm going to talk to you about our 250th anniversary of our country. And I had to get a couple hats. So they had this one, which has the date 1776 to 2026, America. And it came in different colors. This is all embroidered on here, so I wasn't sure it was going to show up that way. And these were like under $5 when I bought these. So I can already tell I'm not sure about this hat. Let's see. Oh no, I like this hat. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. And it's got the little, you know, vintage look to it, worn look. So it's not like spanking new out of the bag. But I wasn't sure if this was going to be embroidered. And this is all embroidered on here. Good quality hat. Wow. Okay, so I like this hat. But that's not enough, because I might wear different outfits this summer. And I wanted to see the different types of hats. So I got a second one. And I think it's a little different. Is it? No, it's about the same. It was from a different vendor, though. That's interesting. Okay, they had different colors, but I wanted to see. I couldn't decide between the red or this one or the red one. And here's this one too. Again, all embroidered on here. Very soft cotton up here. This one seems to have held its structure a little bit more, I would say. And there's the red one. Okay, so I'm all ready for the anniversary of our country and celebrate the 4th of July, because this skin can't get too much sun, or else I'm going to be in trouble with the sun. I did get a couple more t-shirts. All right, so this one here, super duper soft. Oh my gosh. And it has the little applique up front like a flower. It says, "You are enough, kind, tough, powerful, loved, valued, smart, strong, bold, brave, courage, and authentic." And I like it. I love this shirt. I think this came in different colors too. This was a spanking deal. Hopefully it's still available. Like I say before, the links will be there. And this is like, I want to say this is like a dark gray that I got. Does it tell me? Yeah, dark gray. And this was under $5. So you can't beat the t-shirts. And yeah, it's ironed on. You know, it's a really nice, strong iron-on. I would say it's probably DTF because it doesn't have like any plasticky. It's not, it kind of flows with the fabric. This one is a more washed out blue. And this one says, consider how the wildflowers grow. Luke 12:27. And that's just on the front. There's nothing on the back of this one. I just love the color of it. And yeah, it's crew neck, not V-neck, but sometimes you just need that. And again, these t-shirts were so reasonable. This one was a little bit more. It's a little thicker. I think this one is cotton too. Feels super soft, like pre-washed. 100% cotton. So I did go with the larger size. So this one will shrink, and I kind of want it to shrink. It's very large for me. So super cute. Love this. And if you didn't see it before, let me just put that up there. So that's a very large applique to one side. I thought I was going to have something on the back, but it's just on the front, and it's larger than I thought it would be, but I like it. I love the coloring. I like how it looks. You let me know what you guys think. Now I got some like crafting things, okay? I'm going to take this off because I did my hair, so we want it to look still fluffy. Okay, I'm going to push this over here. Got a few things here. Oh, I was looking for this. Okay, so this is a clay roller, and it works on the polymer clay, and it lets you roll these images. So I wanted some seascape images. This has all the shells on it, so it will give that texture on the clay, and then you can colorize it and do all kinds of things with that. So I got that clay roller. Then I bought some stencils. I wanted some smaller print stencils. I have some large ones here that I couldn't say no to, and I don't know how I'm going to use them yet, but man, you could use this on fabrics or whatever. These are this set. Let me show you this set first before I show you the small ones. And this was like $3. This wasn't even that much. And you get, how many do you get in here? 6 of them, but these are larger ones. They're great for fabric. Making a tote, painting something, you can put it on a canvas, whatever. But these are ladies, like the ladies that there's this one. Isn't that cool? Love that. Then there's this one. There's this one. You can make a series of these on little canvases. I love this one. I can already see this one like in purple and orange, really vibrant. Maybe some yellows. Then there's this one here. I just loved how they looked, and I didn't have anything like that, but I love all the patterns. And did I get 6? Yes, I got 6 of them. 6 different ladies, I call them. My ladies. And I hope to be able to do something with these not too long from now. They're really big. They're like, I would say that those are 11 by 5 or 6. Pretty large. So you could put it in a child's room. A stencil around the wall. How cute those would be. Little girl's room, whatever. Okay, there's that one. Then I found these. I was going down this rabbit hole. This one had quite a few in here. And they're floral, and you get 12 pieces in here. And these are all different floral ones. You have this stencil here. My very first house, I had this archway, and that first night after closing, I got in there, I was painting the bedroom, and I did this floral motif of arches, and I used stencils. And actually the painter of the house at that time, he was like, oh, the best way to do stencils is with a sponge. And I did it all, and man, that stayed up there for 8 years. I love that look. There's this one here. This one. All kinds of craft projects to do with these stencils. And I love the leaf, the ivy. Another floral. And then they have these skinnier ones for smaller prints. So that's what I was looking for, some smaller printed ones. And again, these are so different than what I have. And I usually punch a hole and I put it on a ring so I keep my stencils all together. Here's the ivy one. This one's more ivy than the other one. And then here's some more leaves. Okay, so lots to choose from and to combine, and the creativity that comes with looking at those is just making me want to go create something. I'm off work today. I'm off work tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, and then I'm going to take my daughter. It's a day of flex for her. So if they turn in all their work and everything's going good and their grades are at a certain point, they get off Fridays. And she's a senior this year, which I do have that graduation haul to show you. Some things I bought from Temu for the graduation time to celebrate this year for her. Anyway, we're going to go and look for prom dresses and her graduation dress tomorrow. So I wanted to make some videos here. And I'll probably do the recording for the graduation too right after here. So hopefully I'll get this one up tonight. And then tomorrow I'm going to be all busy. And then I go back to work for a week. Okay. This one I adore. This would be great for papers. You make your personalized paper. So there's Paris. Loved it. Oh my gosh. I could not decide. They had a couple different sets. This is a London telephone booth. This one is just like an entranceway, kind of down south with the brick walls and ground. Little bistro set here outside. Love that with the light post. Lots of different ways to use these. Look at that window and all. I just feel the texture looking at it. And then there's this one too, the patio door. So I love the brick, rustic, like country French look and what you could do with these. Put them on paper, make I don't know, canvas looking picture, frame it with different paints or textures of paints. Okay, this is another silicone mold. Oh wait, I still have a couple more stencils to show you. This one here is more geometric kind of shapes, and this one has 12 pieces in it too. I mean, if this isn't like making you, if you're a crafter out there, there's so many different things. Like, these stencils aren't just for like stenciling on a wall. Use it on fabric. Use it on your craft. Use it on your polymer clay even. I've done that before. And I love the texture and the way it comes up. It's really pretty. Lots of different, this looks similar to one I showed earlier from that other set. Some more florals, some more geometric shapes. Oh, I like that one. I can see that in black and white. Doing some black and white texture. We have some bows here. Or is that bows or just like a motif? Different looks, different ways to use these. Love the swirls. And then this one again. Okay, so super cool. Love those. I think my favorite though is the ladies and the cityscape ones. And I think maybe this last set, which are mini sets. And how many come in that one? 20 little like bookmark sized ones. So you can make bookmarks, all kinds of paper products. I mean, yeah, you could cut out different things on your Cricut or cutting machine if you had it. But look at, this is a perfect size for little clay projects and to texturize your bookmarks if you're making clay. But I'm also making these clay plant stakes. And I wanted something to decorate the clay in the middle on the plant stake itself. And those have a lot of cute little images there, different flowers. So that's really what I wanted this for. You have a rose there. You have all different shapes on these. Yeah, I am so happy I got this set. There's butterfly. And there's so many different ways to do it. You lay it on your clay, press it into your clay, and just roll it over and just have that embossed look of that flower on there. And then you can use some chrome powders or micro powders and dust it on the embossed section so it really makes the flower pop up. So many different ways to do this. Yep, we even have a snowflake kind of looking flower there too. And some more here, some more there. Yeah, and they're all numbered. So I'm going to put these in order and I'll put them on a ring also. You can combine them and layer them. Yeah, so not to bore you anymore with all of these, but I loved all the little shapes that it came with. So, and they're all floral. I love flowers. I love it. I've still got to go and fix my garden a little bit. I'm waiting for it to get a little warmer though, because the warm day I work and then it rains when I'm off, which I guess I'm kind of glad about. These are called like spacers or connectors, and they're just an alloy metal. And I thought they would be cute to add to some of my bracelets, but even as an earring, they could dangle and you can hang whatever you're going to hang down there, a bead. But I like them more for my bracelets as a connector piece. And you get 17 pieces in here, under $3. Then I got these nails. I don't know, these look too chunky, these nails. And you get, are they homemade? I don't know. They're pretty, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. They look a little chunky. I don't think I got to pick a size on these. And they don't tell me on here what size they are. But they have the little gold sparkle at the tip. If you can see that on there. And then the gold trim in the middle there. So they're pretty, but I think they have more of a fake look to them, to be honest. Then I have these little charms, and it says handmade on them. I thought how cute to just hang that a little bit from a bracelet. And they look like this. They almost look like dog prints, but they're not. And you get 47 pieces, and these were like $2 something, under $2. And they're little silver, antique silvery, and it says handmade on it. Okay, perfect size because you don't want it too big to pull away from your design or what you're making. And let's see here. I got a couple of these glass beads, and you get, they're 4mm by 2mm, 100 pieces in here. And I just got a mix because I couldn't decide on the color. But since then, I have some of the colors that I really liked coming, and they're glass. So when they're glass and not plastic, I can actually bake them into the jewelry clay. When they're plastic, I can't. And then these are supposed to be like bookmarks that I can make. They're little clay stamps. And it's got a big set here. And you get 7 pieces. So here's the base. So this is a bookmark. So this would be the part that you stamp that would go behind. And then they have like, I have a flower here. I have something, I can't remember. I don't know what that says, but maybe I can see it in the mirror here. And then you have this flower one. So you stamp them both out, and then you bake them, but you put a piece of paper, you put the liquid clay, not in these. You stamp it in the clay. Then you lay them together, but you have to put a piece of cardboard shaped cut out, perfect for this. So it stays inside there. And you just like use liquid clay to adhere the two on the outside so it doesn't stick all the way together. So it can be like a bookmark or a paper clip. And we have a little heart here. We have just a circle design, and they have all these little, see that's supposed to look like stitching when it comes out on the clay, to look like it has like stitch marks. So it's going to have like a leathery look. And there's a couple different sizes. So this one's smaller than that one. So that's a cute little set to experiment. It does take some practice to do that. So you just want to make sure you don't adhere the whole piece so then it actually does work. And then I got this little silicone mold. And this one is just a bunch of different shapes that you can use. And the way I use these silicone molds with clay is I press it in there, cut off the excess, stick it in the freezer for like 5 minutes, and then they pop right out without getting distorted. And so I figured these could be really good trims for some of the earrings. And I liked all the textures. This is a cool one looking right here. I like that. I like the chevron look here. The rope one here. Yeah, so this one's going to be a fun one to play around with. And if I can find the picture for this, what they look like when they come out, I'll pop it up here, okay? So that's the haul right now, but come back again either tomorrow or the next day, and you're going to find I have some of the graduation. I also have a black and white haul. I have some other sponsored hauls from other places, but check the links below, click them, take a look, and I appreciate all of you watching this video this long. And don't forget to hit subscribe. I invite you to do that now. It's totally free, and if you hit the little bell, you won't miss out on any future videos. So thank you to all those that keep coming back to watch, as well as all you new guys, all the new subscribers. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye.